Hello everyone, good morning and welcome to the class. Can you all see the screen and hear me? Everyone should be able to see the screen and hear me. If not, please check your network connectivity, check your speakers and everything. And by the way, all of you are on mute to avoid background noise. If you have any questions, you can unmute, you can raise your hand so that I can unmute you. You can speak, or else you can also use this Zoom chat to give confirmation. So before proceeding further, let me introduce myself. I'm Preeti here. I'll be the instructor for this course. I have almost 16 years of experience into IT, 9 years in almost into DevOps. Have worked with different technologies, played different roles, and worked with infrastructure creating from scratch and with multiple Kubernetes clusters and different CI/CD strategies. That's a brief about myself, and I'm also a certified Kubernetes and Terraform professional. And I have training experience on DevOps, both corporate as well as online trainings I have handled. And with this experience, with this course, I would like to put my experience and make it available and helpful for candidates who are looking for make a move or switch their careers into DevOps. So today it's like an intro class, like it is about to give you a high level picture of what is the course is all about and what are the offerings you get with this course, like how you will benefit from the course and the agenda and the design of the course, right? That's what I'll cover in this course today, not a more of a kind of subjective, rather it's more about the course content, the delivering style and the benefits you avail from the course. These are the things I'll be giving you clarity about. So yeah, let me talk about this is the high level agenda, like a big picture of DevOps, roles and responsibilities of a DevOps engineer, DevOps pipeline, DevOps tool, skill set, and the course content, the course strategy, all of that I'll cover today, right? So any questions, if you have at any point of time, you can use the Zoom chat or else you can raise your hand so that I can unmute for allowing you to talk, right? So let's get started, and in some time I'll walk you through the course content, the agenda of the course, the style of the delivering the content, I'll and the benefits you get it, and also there's a special offer for the candidates who joined the session today, this particular intro class. So I'll also reveal that offer towards the end. So please stay connected and stay focused. Let's begin with what is DevOps. Let's try to understand what is DevOps. I know here people who are already working into DevOps, who are newbies, who are coming from different background. Like we have people from different experience levels and different backgrounds. And I have designed this course in a way that everyone will benefit from it, like be it a beginner or a person coming from a different background or an experienced person, because I'll be covering everything here from the basics till advanced concepts, right? So let's begin. Let's try to understand what is DevOps. So if you already know what is DevOps, you can share your inputs and make the sessions more interactive. I'm sharing a black screen. Can you all see the black screen? Okay. So let us try to get clarity on like why DevOps came in, what is DevOps, right? Whenever we talk about DevOps, we can understand it's a combination of two teams like Dev and Ops. Dev team is nothing but programmers or developers who write the code, who work for building or designing or creating an application, right? You may call them as programmers or developers. So the main task is they develop the application. They write the code, develop the application, they build the application, they design the application. And once the application is ready, there will be testing team, QA team, who will write the test cases, right? QA means quality assurance team, right? There are quality assurance QA professionals who will write the test cases to check whether the application is meeting as per the standards or not. Again, there are different levels of testing, different types of testing. I'm not getting into all of that. My point is just to give you an understanding that yes, developers write the code, testers test it, this keep on continuing. Once the product is ready, right, that would be delivered to ops team. Ops team have to deploy it, means they have to run the application and make it available for end users. I'm just giving you a very high level picture of what it is. This is the, like here, if you see, dev team is involved, right? QA team is involved and ops team. Here, dev team and QA team, I'm putting them together and call it as a dev team, right? So these are the tasks they do, like development, designing, testing, and I'm just referring them as a dev team for simplicity. And if you talk about any application, any online shopping application or banking application, whatever it is, whatever we are using, everything, like if we are using some application, end users are using it, means it has gone through so many process. Many teams are involved at the back end. Here we were focusing on three main teams: dev team, QA team, and ops team. And I have included QA also and dev team with dev team and calling it as a like developers, like development team. So they develop the application, they provide it to the end users, right? But how do they provide it? They'll share the application to ops teams. Ops teams have to deploy it and make it available for end users. And who is this ops teams, by the way? Who will look after the infra, right? Who will look after the servers, services running on those servers, networks, logins, access, all of that, like deploying the application, running the application, make it available for end users. All of that would be taken care by ops teams, right? Operations team or infra management team, you can call in short. Their main task is to manage the infrastructure. So these are the major teams who work for an application. We are highlighting these three teams. Of course, many teams are working in the backend. So when you talk about these three teams, development team and ops team, this is how they work. And whenever developers need any requirement, like let's say they have to build the application, they need a new operating system, or else they need to configure a new service. If they have any request, any need for their application, they would request the ops teams. And ops teams have to serve the request. And before ops teams serve the request of dev team, whenever I say dev team, I'm including or involving QA as well. So whenever dev team need any requirement, ops team would provide it. But before that, they would do lot of checks. Because if this change is made, is it going to make any network disconnected or any server unstable, any server going down or any service getting down? So they would do lot many checks before they serve the request, right? Because the main task or the main strategy of ops team is to maintain the infrastructure stable. And dev team always look for agility in the infrastructure, means changes in the infrastructure to perform their task. Whereas ops teams always look for stability in the infrastructure, right? So this is what they look at, right? And during this time, meanwhile, ops teams do these checks and provide the required infrastructure. Dev team is still waiting for it. And they don't know why ops team is taking so much time. Similarly, ops team doesn't know why dev team is requesting all these changes which they are not sure of, right? And there arises some gap between the teams. Dev team doesn't understand why ops team is taking so much time to provide the required infrastructure. Ops team doesn't understand why dev team would need all these changes always, because they work for stability, whereas dev team work for agility in the infrastructure. Hence, there arises gap because there is no proper collaboration, no proper understanding, no proper communication, no proper collaboration, right? It is also one more challenge is the core competencies of these teams are different. Though they work for the same application, they're all working for the same application. Let's say an online shopping application. All these teams are working for the same application, but still their core competencies, their skill set is different, isn't it? Developers would have some programming knowledge, they'll have some build tool knowledge, they'll have some database knowledge, right? Similarly, QA teams will have their testing tool knowledge, different types, levels, how to manage the test cases, test plan. Their skills are different. Ops team skills are different, right? Their skill set is different, their core competencies are different, so they don't understand challenges of each other, and there is a gap, there's a um, gap between them. So how to eliminate this gap and how to bring these teams together? Isn't it? That's where productivity increases. If they understand why developers need this change immediately, ops team could plan accordingly to serve their requests at the same pace or prioritize them, right? But ops team are not understanding why they need it. Similarly, dev team don't understand why ops team would do all of these checks before serving them, right? There's always a blame game, no proper understanding. Each team blames other because it's a delay from ops team and all. So how to establish a proper collaboration, proper communication between them. So this is the first challenge why DevOps came in. I'm talking about, I'm summarizing it. I'm talking about why DevOps came in. The first reason is to eliminate the gap between the teams, to bring them together, to to have a proper collaboration, proper understanding between them. Like, how do we achieve it? How we'll be talking about in our regular classes, like that's what we do, like how these teams work together, what is happening actually, how to implement DevOps. That's all hands on, that begins from April 6th. Today I'm just giving an intro. So that's the first reason why, I mean, to eliminate the gap between them. There should not be any misunderstanding here. When I say to eliminate the gaps, these teams should work together, don't mean that a DevOps person should go and write, developers should go and do deployments. It's not that way. Eliminate the gap means they understand each other, they understand the process of each other. So that QA team knows why ops team is taking so much time, dev team knows why ops team is taking so much time, ops team know why they need this change, kind of, right? So to eliminate the gap means these teams are brought together. They work as a single team. When I say single team again, it's not that developer, DevOps person, DevOps engineer is going to write the code, right? It is just the establishing a proper communication channel. It's very important. A DevOps engineer would communicate day in and day out with the development and testing teams. I'll talk about that in a while, but I don't want to you get into confusion. So eliminate the gap means establishing a proper communication collaboration channel, right? So that's one of the reasons. Is that the only reason? Of course, there are many other reasons. Let's talk about the second reason first. Second reason is um, deployments should be faster. Means like what exactly it is. In some time back, I'm talking about, right? Dev team will write the code, right? Once coding is completed, they'll hand it over to QA team. QA team will run different test cases, different levels, types of testing. And if they find any bug, who will fix the bugs or defects? For anyone new here, bugs or defects means like the application, whenever developers develop it, testers will test it and find some faults in it. Means it's not working as expected. So they will again send it to developers. Developers will fix it, right? Again send it to QA team. This process keep on continuing until the application is defect free or bug free, right? This is bug free or defect free. So now once the application is, they will hand it over to ops teams. I'm talking about traditional approach, not with the DevOps approach. So they will hand over this application to ops teams. Whenever they are handing over the application, they will also hand it over along with some instruction document. What is this instruction document and what is this application, right? Let me elaborate it. So it could be any application. Developers will write the code. It could be Java code, PHP code, or Python code, whatever it is. And they will develop the application. There will be some artifact output of the application, right? Like a outcome or artifact, meaning, let's say a var file or a jar file, which you deploy if it is Java, right? So that is something like the deployable component, right? So they'll share it. But whenever, let's say it's a Java application. So first of all, to run this, Java should be there. The right version of Java should be there. Any dependencies of Java, let's say Tomcat, the right version of Tomcat should be there on deployment server, isn't it? So which versions of Java, which versions of dependencies, all of them will be present in this instruction document. Now, ops team should go through the instruction document and set the deployment servers. Deployment server means just understand it is some a machine, some virtual machine or some like something like your laptop, right? A huge server where they have to set right versions of Java, right versions of Tomcat. Now, ops teams will go through this instruction document and configure those Javas, Tomcat, right versions of them. But sometimes this instruction document may not be understood by ops teams, right? Because, like I told you, their skill set is different. Right, both of them have different skill set. The instructions written by QA team may not be understood by ops teams, or else those instructions may not be working, or may be working on some servers like Windows, may not be working on Linux. So these are all the challenges they face. Ops teams will face, right? So they have to fix it. If they are not understanding or not working, they might be working on some servers, may not be working on different servers. They have to fix all of this and deploy the application, run the application. Deploy means for now, just understand, run. We will do all of this with hands-on practicals. So just understand, run the application and provide it for end users. So this would take definitely some time, maybe some 6 months. Let's say application is handed over in March, it might be deployed in some September or October, right? Which is taking quite some time. Also, let's say it's deployed. Once it is deployed, if any application is broken or if something failed, right, ops team should be responsible. They should be also responsible for providing high availability of the application, right? They should check all these challenges, which take some time and deployment is slow. So now to eliminate this, how to eliminate this? Again, DevOps makes deployments faster, but how? How and all, like I said, we will learn in the lab from the once we get started with the course. But let me tell you here a very simple difference. Now, the way developers hand over the application got changed completely. They were not handing over the application like this directly, the deployable component, then ops teams will configure all those dependencies. No, the way the application handed over got changed. Now, how they were handing over the application? They were handing over the application in the form of containerized format to DevOps teams. Application is containerized. Now, what is meant by containerization? That is a separate chapter. We have dedicated module for it. It's a Docker module, right? We have some almost 10 classes also on it. How, what is meant by that, like how to containerize it and all. So developers will containerize it and share it to DevOps team. Now, if they containerize it, they don't need to work on the underlying dependencies, like they don't need to install Java, Tomcat, right versions. No, everything comes along with the application. They need to just run the container. But what it is and all, I'm not getting into that depth now, right? But just understand, yes, the way the application is handed over to the ops teams changed, which makes deployments faster. Seamless deployments are possible with this, right? So here a point to catch. This containerization is not a coding, it's with the Docker. So developers can containerize their application and share it with DevOps teams, or else in some projects or in some companies, DevOps teams will create the containers. It's not again coding, I am telling you here. It's you create a Docker file, it's a text file. You write some Docker commands which will containerize it, right? That's not again a coding part, which can be done by any of the teams. So they will containerize it. It means the way the application is handed over got changed, which revolutionized and brought DevOps actually. That made the deployments faster. So deployments were faster through this way of containerizing. Also, the entire process is automated by use of the tools. That's how the velocity of deployments has increased. Here, the point to note is not only DevOps engineer, whoever want to work in the DevOps methodology. DevOps is a methodology, it's a process. So every developer even have to learn the containerization, means they have to learn Docker. Not only DevOps engineers, even testers, QA engineers, developers, everyone should learn it, which makes deployments faster, seamless. In a minute, it could be deployed. Have you ever wondered these days, like you have gigantic applications, right? Like Amazon.com or Netflix or a Facebook, all of these applications could deliver a feature overnight, right? Let's say something happened, some riots are happening in the city, that there will be some notifications or some features change accordingly, right? So all of that could be delivered in an overnight. How is that possible? With the DevOps approach. That's called the DevOps CI/CD pipeline, which makes deployments in minutes also. Any feature could be developed in minutes to the end users. That's what companies need, right? That's what organizations, companies need. Almost all the gigantic companies are implementing DevOps, and even startups are implementing. In couple of years, every project will move to this DevOps strategy. So even though you don't want to become a DevOps engineer, you still want to be a developer or tester, you should still know it. What is containerization? What is Docker? How your application is deployed? Because I'll talk about CI/CD pipeline in some time, where every team will collaborate and work together to reach your application to take your application to end user, right? So deployment should be faster. That's why again DevOps came in. That's the second reason. And we'll deep dive into all of these concepts I'm talking about. I'll show you this way of deployment, like a manual way. Like how do you create application, deploy it manually. I'll cover this in the course, as well as we will cover this. Of course, we'll focus on this a lot. I'll be covering two projects on this in the course, like a Java Maven project and also a PHP project. And there are also many other mini projects available in recording formats for our users, like for our candidates, whoever join the course. Apart from the two projects I cover, you will also get access to many other projects. Anyway, I'll talk about that a little later. So yeah, that's where deployments becomes faster. Any questions in this part from anyone? I can unmute you if you want to speak, or else use the chat window. A quick confirmation will help me. You can give me thumbs up or confirmation in the chat if you are good. Or any questions, please let me know. And there's a question from Anup saying that Git starts on April 6th. Correct, Anup? The regular class starts from April 6th. Yes, we'll be getting started with the Git, the first tool in the course. And there's a hand raised from Mohan. Yes, Mohan, you are unmuted.
Hello. Hi, Preeti. Good morning.
Good morning.
I think my question is too early, but I want to ask, like, do we, I mean, by any chance, do we complete this MLOps in our course?
MLOps is totally different. It's a machine
Okay.
language operations, right? It's a machine language operations. DevOps is for software development lifecycle. Like you have your application, you deploy it faster, you streamline it and make the deployments faster and automate it completely seamlessly, which is DevOps, right? MLOps is completely different. If it is for machine language, I mean machine learning, where the operations of machine learning is automated. That's totally different course, different topic, different subject, not relevant to DevOps. The name sounds so, but those two are totally different things.
Okay.
Right. So let us talk about the third reason why DevOps came in. Right. The third reason is to overcome the challenges posed by traditional software development methodologies. Right? So let me also give a walkthrough of those challenges with the software development lifecycle, the traditional methodologies. To overcome the challenges posed by software development lifecycle. Firstly, what is software development lifecycle? SDLC. That's nothing but sequence of activities involved in development. Means first requirement gathering, like requirements should be gathered from the client. Requirement analysis, requirements should be understood. Design the application. Develop the application means coding and testing. Application would be tested, and then delivery and maintenance, right? These are the different phases involved in developing an application. Means each phase goes one after the other. Like first requirements will be gathered, then analyzed and all. By now you might have understood I'm talking about the typical software development life cycle, which is waterfall methodology, which served the industry for decades. Though it served the industry for decades, it has challenges for both dev teams and ops teams. Again, when I said dev team, QA also included, right? What are the challenges? This methodology is very slow. Like coding is completed now, it would be tested after 6 months. Meanwhile, developers will be working on new code Then after 6 months, testers comes with the bugs in the old code. It will be very difficult to fix the bugs in the old code and test the new code, right? It would be very challenging, time consuming, lot of pressure on developers, right? Also, it's not a flexible model. Like, see, it goes just in one direction. That's why it's waterfall model. It just goes in one direction. Let's suppose they are in coding phase. If client comes with new requirements, it's not possible. They cannot accommodate new requirements or new requirements or modifications to the requirements. Not possible. Let's say you got the requirements in 2024. All of those requirements will be freezed and will be delivered in 2026. Means complete software is delivered all at once without allowing any changes, any modifications. If that is the case, it doesn't work anymore, because nowadays clients come with modifications, new requirements, always keep on changing, right? If we cannot accommodate, it doesn't work anymore, because it's a business is rapidly changing. It's a customer facing world. They should be able to accommodate the modifications requirements. If without accepting requirements, if you deliver it after 2 years, client doesn't need it anymore, right? These are all the challenges we have with this traditional waterfall methodology. Similarly, ops teams also face challenges, like, as this methodology is a slow methodology, takes some time. They have to maintain the servers for longer duration, which is a challenge. No proper configuration management. Configuration management is a separate concept where we have tools like Ansible to do this. We will learn it again, a separate module. Just let me tell you, there is no control or else no details of what is happening on the infrastructure, right? So no proper control over the infrastructure, no proper monitoring. Monitoring is manual. If there is huge infrastructure, you cannot monitor it manually. To monitor the health of the servers, health of the services, you need a proper monitoring automation, right? All of them are not possible, which led to, like, these are all the challenges. Actually, to overcome these challenges, there came something called Agile. But Agile was successful to overcome challenges of developers, but challenges of ops team are still there, right? Challenges of ops team are still there. So then came DevOps actually, which could overcome challenges of both the developers and ops teams. As we were talking about this, we let us talk about like how it can overcome as well. Means what Agile did, how it can overcome challenges to certain extent. Let me talk about Agile in brief. We are not getting into detail. Our agenda is not to learn Agile and all, but just so that you can compare. In Agile, actually, every week there will be development and testing happening. Let's say this is week 1, week 2. They'll develop the code in bits and chunks. Let's say A is developed. Immediately, in the same, next week, this particular chunk of code A will be tested. Meanwhile, developers will not sit idle. They will develop another chunk of code called B. Again, on week 3, both this A and B will be combined and tested, which makes the product, right? So that makes the product, final product, right? Means if you notice, every week both development and testing are happening iteratively, continuously, right? Means every week there is development, there is testing. It's not, testing is not done after 6 months, immediately it's tested. Also, it's flexible because every week development and testing are happening. They could accommodate new changes, new requirements, right? So these challenges are overcome. Can you see that? Also, code is not delivered all at once. Every week or every alternative week, like there'll be sprints every week or every alternative week. Like let's say every 15 days there'll be release, right? Code is always stable and ready for release. Bug fixing became faster. So that's how it can eliminate the challenges of developers, but ops team is still there. And Agile implements the concept of continuous development, continuous testing, and continuous integration. Integration means like whenever a new change is made, that will merge into the system and the whole product is tested. So because it implements continuous development, continuous testing, and continuous integration, it can eliminate the challenges of ops team. But challenges of other challenges, it could overcome the challenge of developers. But challenges of ops team are still there. Got this clear, everyone? So that's where DevOps came in, which could eliminate the challenges of others. So these are the main challenges to overcome the gap between the teams, to make the deployments faster, to automate the whole process, and overcome the challenges posed by the traditional software development methodologies. That's what is DevOps. Hope you understood now why DevOps came in. Are we good with why DevOps came in? We discussed about why DevOps came in. Now let us try to elaborate on what it is actually. If you want me to compare the software development lifecycle, like let's say the waterfall model, right? You have development. After complete development, only testing begins, then deployment starts, and then monitoring, right? That's how it goes in the traditional methodology. In Agile, it's like continuous development. Development is happening every week, continuous testing, continuous integration, but then deployment is manual. Like after complete development and testing, it would be deployed and monitored, right? Then came DevOps, with which you have the term continuous is important. Continuous development, continuous testing, continuous integration, continuous deployment. This is important. Continuous deployment and continuous monitoring, right? This is what is DevOps. And this is nothing but your CI/CD pipeline. Whenever developer is ready with his code. See, remember, development team is still there. They will write the code. Once developer is ready with the code, QA team is ready with the test cases, right? How do you take this code? How do you take this application to production table automatically? This is what is DevOps. All this process of automation is called DevOps. And this is called CI/CD pipeline. Whoever knows this complete process of automation, taking a code from developer desk to production table, is nothing but a DevOps engineer. If you know this automation process, yes, you are a DevOps engineer. Remember, developer is writing the code and giving the code. Testers are writing the test cases. You need to automate the process of taking it to production table. That's what is DevOps is. So there is a misunderstanding that, okay, DevOps teams also write the code. No, there is still development team. QA team is still there. But how they hand over changes, they'll hand over the containers, though DevOps teams have to deploy those containers automatically, seamlessly on different servers. This is the CI/CD part. So whoever have this knowledge can become a DevOps engineer. If you are a developer, let's say for 15 years, now you want to make a move. Yes, if you know this process of automation, you can switch into it. Let's suppose you are a developer, you don't want to become a DevOps engineer, you still remain as a developer, but still you need to know this, because if you see, it's continuous development testing, because this process is happening every day. Multiple times a day, our features could be released to end users, right? Because this is happening multiple times a day, they interact very well, they collaborate very well. As a DevOps engineer, we communicate with the developers on regular basis. Communication, like what's happening if something failed, let's say some build failed, right? Let's say this pipeline, broken pipeline, it something failed, so you can talk to developers, you can send them the feedback, and they'll correct it and push it immediately. So there's a continuous communication channel there, right, which makes DevOps work effectively. They were working together as a single team with a proper communication and collaboration. They have a common tools now. They were handing over it through containers. What is container? Developers know, DevOps teams know. That's how the collaboration is improved. Am I making sense? Is this much clear for all of you? You might be having some questions. I'm not from development background. Can I learn DevOps? Perfectly, you can learn it. We don't write a code like developers. We don't do development. There's a separate team. Developers are still there. Any more questions here? And also, I would like to, any questions, please let me know. Meanwhile, let me differentiate with respect to teams. There is dev team, QA team, ops team, working in silos in software, in Agile, in waterfall. These three teams are working in silos with no proper collaboration, no proper understanding. In Agile, because development and testing happening parallelly, continuously, these two teams were brought together and we are referring them as dev team, right? But ops team is still left over in isolation, in Agile. Then even these two teams were brought together, which is nothing but a DevOps team. This is a DevOps team. So again, what is the roles and responsibilities of DevOps team? You have to work at any stage in this pipeline. That's what is a major role of a DevOps engineer. You should be working at any part of the CI/CD pipeline, right? You could, and one thing is there are again different things like a DevOps development team and DevOps support team. DevOps development team doesn't mean that it's about development. It's nothing but if there is a DevOps team who create the pipelines from scratch and work on it. Not only pipelines, creating the infrastructure with Terraform, managing the infrastructure with Ansible, deploying a Kubernetes cluster, all of them, these are DevOps roles and responsibilities. So there could be some teams who will create those pipelines from scratch and who work for it. And support means pipelines would be created by developers. You have to fix the broken pipelines of something went wrong with the pipelines or something went wrong with their infrastructure. Their infrastructure is down. You have to spin up the infrastructure with Terraform. All of that would be taken care. So that could be a support, DevOps support, or DevOps development, the core DevOps team. So different organizations have different teams. So you have to, whenever you are applying for DevOps role, you have to understand the job description, talk to the interviewer about your role, and understand what exactly they're expecting from this particular role. Are we good? Any questions or appreciate your quick confirmation? Any questions from anyone? So this is what is DevOps and why DevOps came in. So how to implement DevOps? Like how do we exactly, what is meant by CI? What is meant by CD? Like how do we execute this? How do you create the pipelines? All of that will be created in this course from the scratch. Right now that we get on understanding, let me walk you through this presentation. So whatever we discussed were documented here. This is like a notes for you for reference after the class. Like what is a waterfall methodology, drawbacks of it. So by the way, what is DevOps? DevOps is a methodology. It's a process. It's not just a tool or some scripting or a programming or like that. It's a methodology. It's a process. So it's a continuous process of improvement. It's not just completed in one day. Implementing DevOps will take time and continuous improvements will be there. So it's a continuous ongoing process of improving the pipelines or improving the strategies how you deploy. It's a methodology. Irrespective of whether the application is developed in Java or .NET or PHP, your DevOps strategies, DevOps tools remain same. So as a DevOps engineer, you don't need to worry about whether the application is Java or .NET. We don't bother about it. The process, the methodology, the strategies remain same irrespective of what the application is, right? So these are the drawbacks of Agile and why DevOps came in, the three challenges we were talking about, and what is DevOps: a continuous development, continuous testing, continuous integration, continuous deployment and monitoring. And these are the differences I'm talking about. And the roles, like I said, you should be working in any part of the CI/CD pipeline. And apart from this, the infrastructure creation with the Terraform, the configuration management with Ansible, lot many things are there. Kubernetes, the core or the main tool in the course, right? Creating Kubernetes cluster, making deployments on Kubernetes cluster for high availability, auto scaling, all of those advanced concepts will be covered, right? We will deep dive into the roles and responsibilities. We are having multiple tasks and mini projects throughout the course where you get exposure to your roles and responsibilities. Any questions, you can feel free to unmute and speak. And coming to the skill set of a DevOps engineer. Here is the skill set of a DevOps engineer. Version control tools, build automation tools, continuous integration, containerization tool, infrastructure as a code, container orchestrator, continuous monitoring, and cloud computing. Here I am covering one tool in each category, which is Git here. Just a second. Yeah. So Git is a version control system and it's a widely used. It's a market leader in the category. I'm covering market leader in the category, which are very widely used. Gaining expertise on one tool under each category is enough. So mastering Git, Maven, Jenkins, Docker, Ansible, Terraform. Here is a brief list of the tools. There are again a huge content, like you can visit the syllabus page on the website where you will see the detailed course content. Any questions on this page? And also as a cloud see here the course main agenda is DevOps. You will be learning what is DevOps, why DevOps, everything and how to implement it. And after this course, you could implement DevOps on-prem or on any cloud. As an example for cloud, I'm covering AWS. It's not that you should learn it separately for Azure or something else. And also companies are looking for people with a cloud knowledge. It could be AWS or GCP or Azure or whatever it is, because different clouds are emerging in the market daily. Different tools are coming up. So if you know one tool, they are expecting you can switch over to other tools very easily because they follow the same analogy, similar concepts. Similar analogy would be there. Suppose if you learn Git, you can very easily switch over to other tools like SVN, TFS, and so on. But Git is very widely used, of course. So that's how it is. You shouldn't be focusing of all the tools under version control system. You should be focusing on one tool under each category. That's how the course is designed. Any questions on this page? So thanks for confirming that there were no questions. And this is the CI/CD pipeline we'll be covering in the course. And this CI/CD pipeline, I'll be covering in two different applications, a microservice application and a Java application. And also apart from this, pipeline on different applications will be provided as a mini projects, as a recordings along with the course. You will go get those additional recordings as well, right? So if you see here, you can see Git, right? First Git is used, then Jenkins, continuous builds, continuous testing, continuous deployment, continuous monitoring, and then feedback is sent to the respective teams. Here in this course, we'll be zooming into each part, right? Yeah. First, we'll start with Git. We'll focus on Git. Start from basics till advanced concept, master Git, learn Git thoroughly, then start Jenkins. Once we learn these two, we'll get started and create the pipeline, this part. Then pause it here, get back, go and learn some other tool like a Docker, then come back and add it to the pipeline. Like we'll zoom into each tool here. We'll master every tool and it's not just mastering, we'll come back and integrate it to the pipeline. So this pipeline creation will take some months, which we'll do in the course. Step by step, this pipeline will be created. It will take some time to create the whole pipeline, which we'll be focusing on. Like I said, we'll be creating this pipeline on multiple projects, wherein you will get a complete exposure to the real scenarios, like what exactly we do in the real pipelines, right? You will get all of that exposure. So here you can see Git, Jenkins, then Maven, some executing some test cases like Selenium, UFT, whatever it is. Test cases will be written by testers. It will be, this pipeline will automatically execute them. As a DevOps engineer, will configure how they execute automatically. For this, you don't need to learn testing or development, right? Once developers write the code and place it in Git, pull the code and create a continuous build, continuous testing, continuous deployment using Docker, Kubernetes, infrastructure management with Ansible, Terraform, and continuous monitoring with Grafana. So this is just a high level picture, and this could be implemented on-prem or else using some AWS service as well. Both ways I will cover. So from 6th April 6, we'll be starting with Git. 5 days or so on Git, will master it thoroughly and integrate it in the pipeline. Then get started with Linux basics. Yes, Linux basics will be covered here. We'll be executing this on Linux. So whatever Linux we need for the course will be covered from the beginning. So if anyone new for Linux, you don't need to worry or do any homework. Everything will be covered from the scratch. Then comes Jenkins, Docker, Kubernetes. That's how the course progresses. This is the complete CI/CD pipeline, and we have many things here like a code coverage analysis and code reviews, which could be automated through the pipeline using a Sonar Jacoco plugin. All of those things will be covered. And here on Kubernetes, I'm covering a paid service called EKS as well, which is very widely used in reality. Let me walk you through the content. Yeah. So you can see this website, right? So preetidevops.com, right? If you go here, so I'm just walking you through the lab setup, the lab assignments on day-to-day basis, like how do you get the labs, the recordings, and everything I'm showing you. So please focus here. This is the website you should visit. And just so go to this website and go to live classes. Let me log out. I have logged in. I'll show you from the beginning so that everyone can do that. This is the LMS learning management system, which you will get access when you enroll for this course, right? So just go to the student login and here you can sign up with a Google, right? Sign up with a Google, which I already did. And let me log in here. I already had created an account. So once you create, every one of you can do that. Register yourself and create a free account. Okay, let me go with the sign up. Right. So once you log in, you will see your name, like once you are logged in. Now go to My Learnings. Once you go to My Learnings, yeah, you will see here this one, like this particular April batch. Go to View Program. Right. This is your actual portal, which looks like day one. Right here you will see the day one, and this is the first day recording will be available, like the class recording will be uploaded here in some time, right? This is one thing. And because it's a day one, we are just, it's an intro, we don't have the assignments and all added here. Let's suppose, let's check, I'll show you some other videos once we get started with the actual topics from April 6th. After the video uploaded here, you will also see this lab exercise quiz interview questions. Means every day you will have this lab exercise, the quiz, interviews relevant to that particular day, right? Every day you will have this lab exercises, quiz. So if you see Git 2, it's a day 2 of Git, class 2 of Git. You have again lab exercise, quiz, interview quiz. That's how it progresses. And all these links are shared with you in the Zoom chat. Let me take you to the lab exercises first. Once you go to the lab exercise, here you can see day one, right? Whatever we have covered on that particular day one, complete hands-on will be there, whatever is covered, right? Which you can follow and do the hands-on. If you want to see all the labs also, you can go here, right? And also this is quiz. After the assignment day one, you have also the quiz relevant to that particular day. This quiz is to validate your understanding, to check your understanding. You will get the score immediately. We will also see the scores. You can take the quiz multiple times, right? Until you get improved. So that's how you will see all the, every day you will have this lab assignments. If you want to just see all of them in one go, here is the link in the same portal, lab assignments. See lab assignments relevant to every day. Similarly, if you want to see all the quiz, let's say you are having an interview, you just want to validate yourself, here are all the quiz, right? Quiz relevant to all the tools. And the interview questions. Interview questions again, day by day are there, as well as all of them are collated here. And there is a very good feedback on this interview questions, because these interview questions I have personally created out of my personal experience as I sit in the interview panel and collected from the students. So these were curated documents, right? These are very much helpful. And let's say I'll go to get interview questions. You have again beginner, intermediate, advanced scenario based interview questions, right? That's how you can go through. Day wise are also there. As you complete a particular day of Git, you can go through them. Also, all of them collated here. Every tool goes with the same, right? We have spent some time, a lot of time, I would say, on collating these things, either interview questions or a quiz or the lab material. Lot of effort is placed so that students can do the hands-on easily with our experience, because students understand the class perfectly. They have a bottleneck when doing the hands-on. They feel challenging when doing the hands-on. So that's why these lab assignments were created with utmost care, which makes the hands-on very easy for the candidates. They can do the hands-on very easily, because I know you guys would be working, you guys would be having a hectic day. So doing a hands-on should be easy is our focus. Means they can do the hands-on. Step by step hands-on is provided here, right? So that is the main agenda. Students should do the hands-on, because it's a complete hands-on. DevOps is a complete hands-on. It's not a theory. Just today an intro we discussed, but it will be complete hands-on every day. So that's where we have taken double care to see that students can do the hands-on on daily basis, and they should see the fruitful results immediately after the course within 2 months. The course is designed in such a way which is helpful in real time, which candidates, which interviewers are looking from the candidates. That's the main focus here. So after this, you can clear your interviews and work in your projects confidently. That's the whole agenda, and we want to see the fruitful results immediately after the course. So that's how all this course content, course material will help you. Apart from this, there are also additional mini projects coming up on the way, right? We were developing them. They will be provided as additional videos, right? Which you can refer to as per your requirement. Okay. And this is the course content you can go through. Here is the complete syllabus available. And again, I would say this is not detailed. There's much more covered beyond this. Argo CD, JFrog are not updated here. Even those will be covered. So this is all about the course, and the lab will be done on AWS. Means you will be creating your own free AWS account. I will help you how to create a free AWS account. Every one of you will create your own AWS free account and do the hands-on completely. Right? So nothing will be on your laptop. Initially, Git we may get started on our laptop, which is same when you do it on AWS also. And rest of the things, majority of the things would be on AWS. How to create a free account on AWS, even the notes, everything are there here. Right? Now, I'll show you how do you get the offer. I'm talking about an exciting offer for today. I'll walk you through. And here is one more thing, like to get this LMS trial access, right? You should all have this LMS trial access. So for this, go to live classes. Here you will see LMS trial access. Once you click that LMS trial access, here are the, click on this view details. This is for trial access, remember. So this is how you should navigate through, right? This is how you will find your recording. In some time, today's recording will be updated here, and you will see, this is how you will see your dashboard. And one more thing, once you enroll for this course, for daily support for your hands-on, a separate private WhatsApp group will be created where you can post your questions, and we will help you clear your queries. And if you have any further queries on counseling, resume preparation and all, we'll help you out. Like tailor-made resumes will be prepared. Let's say you're working as developer for 15 years. If you want to move to DevOps, how do you create your resume and all, will help you. And this is the number of Mr. Raj. He's our training counselor. You can reach out to him for any queries relevant to fees or relevant to the course dates or any information. And he's a best counselor. You can reach out to him for any career guidance, right? And this is how you'll get the trial access. Now, coming to this, this is the course which starts from April 6th. And there are few offers running. Like if you enroll for the course before April 1st, you have the discount fee of, like you can be getting the course fee for 15,000 rupees where the actual fee is 22,000, right? That's an offer if you enroll before April 1st. And there is some exciting offer for candidates who join this session today. If you make the purchase before this class ends, like before 7:30, you are getting it for an offer of 12,000 rupees. And this is available for 5 candidates, 5 students. We are providing this like a first come, first serve basis. So that's the best offer we are providing as you have joined this session on your Sunday. I believe you're all interested and serious about taking DevOps as your career. So we are here to help you. We need your dedication and time. So if you are interested and if you are serious about it, you can go ahead and make a purchase. And this is the coupon code VD120. This will be available only until we are in this Zoom session. Once this session closes, you don't have this offer. And the general offer, other offer you have is you'll be having one more offer after this Zoom session, which is 15,000, which you can purchase before April 1st. So these are the offers I have. And if you have any further questions, you can ping this number. You can ping Mr. Raj on this number. And there is a hand raise from Maruti. Yes, Maruti, please go ahead.
Hi, Preeti. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Let me tell about myself in few sentences. I'm an Oracle database administrator with 12 years of experience.
Okay.
Before this, I was working in non-technical and overall experience around 18 years experience, non-IT and non-IT.
Okay.
So I was, confused here. I was talking to Raj also, like, Mr. Raj, I'm confused whether I should move in a direction for a DevOps or machine learning or artificial intelligence or data science, whatever there in the market. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
to answer your question, like, okay. Yeah,
so
please go on.
yeah, and finally I've decided I should go in the DevOps. Uh, how much requirement is there for the DevOps engineers currently in 2025 till yeah, I mean continuously. So I'm a database administrator working in currently working for a e-commerce company, Canadian company, and for due to recession they are layoffing every person's in the company. So everywhere I see DevOps, or cloud, or Exadata, or Golden Gate, some technologies. If I move to adding my experience to the DevOps, uh, how can I'm also H1B holder. I told this to Raj also. I'm looking job in USA. So will this course help me to find a job in USA or India? I mean, both of.
Yeah. Yes, Marti, thanks for your intro and your background details. So yeah, this DevOps course is like a buzz in the industry, and every project, every company needs this approach. Like I told you, right, it's a methodology, irrespective of the application, irrespective of the technology in which the application is. Every application is following this DevOps methodology. Like I said, it's a methodology, irrespective of the platform, irrespective of the technology. So there's a wide scope of opportunities. Every company, gigantic companies implementing it already. Many companies, including startups, till now, wherever I have worked, they were migrating into whichever or not implementing it, they were also migrating. You might have seen that as well in your company. Many companies are moving to this approach. So opportunities are huge. There might be a pause or a gap because of the recession time, but for DevOps, it's much better than any other technologies when you compare. Right?
Uh,
Once the market picks up, definitely there'll be a lot of opportunities. Even now, there were opportunities for DevOps when compared with others. And because of the stagnant or the pause, definitely market will pick up with a high pace. So you should be ready to pick up that market pace during this time. So learning at this point of time is very crucial, and get ready for that. Generally, yeah, you have opportunities in India and abroad as well for DevOps, right? The market is same across the globe for DevOps because of its importance, because of the advantages it was bringing in. So yeah, definitely it would be helping for you. DevOps, and we'll be learning cloud services as well. So this course will definitely help you, and there are wide opportunities in coming years. Every project, every project will move into this particular methodology. So opportunities are huge, and it's a right time to put the effort.
Correct. I understand totally. Our effort should be there, 100%. That is for sure. So for taking example, whatever you said, like it is a creating applications. Filling those gaps wherever necessary. That is okay. After the application creation and it is going live and it is running fine. There also DevOps engineer is needed for the support, right?
Okay. Yeah. So you mean creating application, you mean creating pipeline, I mean, I think.
CI/CD.
Yeah. So creating the CI/CD pipeline initially from the scratch, many people are needed, right? Once it is created, definitely you don't need those many people, but still people are needed to fix those pipelines. Also, there were so many hundreds of applications, right? It's not just one application. A DevOps engineer will be working on multiple applications, creating the pipelines, right? One pipeline is created, let's say 5 people are needed to create it from scratch. Once it is created, they'll be moved to other pipeline. And few people will be still on this pipeline who will monitor broken pipelines, fix pipelines. And also, I told you it's a continuous process. There'll be always requirements to add certain stages, to modify these stage, to add a particular stage. So a lot of changes, modifications would be needed on the existing pipelines as well. DevOps engineers are still needed there. And there are hundreds of pipelines where we need to create, we need to fix them. Not only that, not only just CI/CD part. I'm focusing, I just showed you CI/CD in the diagrammatic way, but there are many things like you have to spin up the infra with Terraform, manage the infra, maintain the infra, replicate the infra. Let's say you have created the infra using Terraform for dev. You have to replicate it for prod. There's a lot of work there. Even that is also DevOps tasks and responsibilities. Kubernetes cluster creation, that is one task. Some DevOps engineers will be working there. Some of them will working on deploying the application on Kubernetes. Different things, right? That's a Kubernetes admin, Kubernetes development. Kubernetes development means who make the deployments on it. Admin means who work for creating the clusters, backing up the clusters and all. Lot of roles, lot of responsibilities. If you learn one tool also, there were a lot of jobs around that particular tool. If you pick up Jenkins, yes, there are jobs only on Jenkins as well. If you pick up Docker, yes, you have jobs around Docker. Kubernetes, there are no words. You already know like how hot Kubernetes is. It will be the same in the coming years as well. Lot of jobs around Kubernetes. If you just master Kubernetes, yes, you have a lot of good perspective. Of course, for Kubernetes, you should know Docker. That's a basic or the fundas. Anyhow, that's how it is. Even there are jobs around monitoring tools.
Yeah.
If you are interested into monitoring and all, yes, there were jobs around Prometheus, Grafana, Splunk, and so on. So yeah, you have wide. These are all the types of
In
jobs.
current organization, we are using New Relic, Grafana, and Zabbix. Okay, that is
Okay.
going. I mean, only two questions for me. For example, I lost the question. Being a non-programming background, this curriculum, whatever you're saying, it is good for us. So, any programming language is required. I mean, like I don't know Java, C, C++, and all. So that is why I being a database administrator. So, any that knowledge is required for this platform.
Programming knowledge is required for DevOps, right? We don't do any programming. Development team is still there. We write Kubernetes manifest files. There is some misunderstanding or misconception before students come to me saying that that's a coding. That's not a coding. That's a template. I can show you it's just a template. You copy the template and you replace with your values. That
Correct.
cannot be considered as coding. So no coding knowledge needed. Like anyone without any coding background can learn this course and master it.
I was a part of migration activity on-prem to AWS. There was Ansible template. Whatever the requirement from the application, we give the input and we'll run that template. So it is
Exactly. You have like a kind of a template. That's how you work on it.
okay, Preeti. So you say now at least in 2025, 80% of job available for the DevOps engineer with database knowledge.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. I mean, like I'm already getting a good, I mean, not good package, better package for my experience. will that boost my this DevOps knowledge to get more package, right? I mean, like,
Yes,
I don't.
yes, Maruti. DevOps engineers have good market as well as the pay scale when compared with any other technology or the role. You can see the trends in the Google as well, the salary trends. And if you show very good expertise, you can demand a much more as per the market trends, right? And there's a
Thanks for
question
your.
for, yeah. There is a message from Mohan Sai, and thanks Mohan for the great feedback. Let me share the feedback. I think you all can see it, or else I don't know if you can't see it because it's in the Zoom chat. So, hi Preeti, if you remember me, I reached you 3 months back regarding the question material so that it helps to crack the interviews. You gave me access for the few days. I think I utilized those. It would help me to crack the job. I'm working as a DevOps engineer now in a company. I got a 160% hike. Congratulations, Mohan, and thanks for sharing this feedback. The interview questions, particularly on the website, are very good. And 160% hike is really great. Happy for you, Mohan, and congratulations. And thanks for taking time and sharing this feedback. It is on the Zoom chart, Sagar. So those are visible for us. Database is not required for DevOps, Rupal. Maruti is saying about his background. He's coming from database background, but that's not the requirement for DevOps. Sure, Mohan. I understand the concern you have not to share your details. And by the way, one more thing here. This is the coupon code, right? VD120 and buy the course here. So if before I close the webinar, if you purchase this, it will be for 12,000. You can use this coupon code and buy from this link, or else you can ping Mr. Raj for more details on how to get through it. And Surinder, I have unmuted you. You can speak. I have unmuted you. Hi, Surinder. You can unmute yourself and speak out. Any more questions from anyone? And we'll
Yeah,
close the webinar in few more minutes.
yeah. Hi,
And
Priti.
yes,
Sorry for that. Good morning. I have the 12 years of experience and 7 years is a database developers and 5 years in support engineer as of now. So I'm currently working and I'm planning to move to the DevOps. My thing is, if I move in, we get the job in DevOps, is there any job assistance from your end?
job assistance in the sense if you have
Job
any.
instance, like if you have to somewhere else, if you have, so we'll go through jump into the DevOps. So based on the experience, so like 4 years or 5 years of experience. So if we struck somewhere, if we have any doubts, and is there possibility to solve the doubts from your end? Or
Any doubts, if you have, you can reach out to us for help, but we will not name it or tag it as a job assistance because that's having a different meaning and different thing, right? So
okay,
job assistant, kind of a dedicated person for you to assist will not be there. But like in a course, if you are doing some hands-on, if you get any questions, you can ask us, right? That's how you can ask us and we can help you that way.
okay, okay.
PT, what is the price using coupon code VD120?
Your voice is breaking, Maruti. I did not get that.
What is the price if I purchase this course using the VD120 coupon code?
It is 12,000 rupees. It is 12,000 rupees if you purchase this course with this coupon before the webinar ends. That's the offer for the candidates who joined this webinar and it is still 7:30 today. So you
Okay,
can pick Mr.
can
Raj and block
charge,
it.
right?
Yes, you can ping Mr. Raj and block it and make the purchase. And once you purchase, you will be getting access to all this LMS. Now, if you purchase the course, you will get access to previous class recordings as well, so that you can go through before our batch starts from 6th April. Any more questions from
Course
anyone?
duration?
Course duration is 2 months. Every day it will be 1.5 hour session, 6 to 7:30. Same time like how we joined today.
Weekends
morning
also?
Sorry?
Weekends also?
Weekends will not be there. It's Monday to Friday, but starting class 6th will be on Sunday.
Okay.
But every other week, Saturday and Sunday will be off, allowing you for the complete hands-on, and you will be there on a WhatsApp support. And Rahul has a question. I'm working as a cloud engineer. Is there required pre-knowledge of coding? Rahul, no, from the beginning, like I'm trying to clarify this, no coding skills required, no programming knowledge needed, because as a DevOps engineer, we don't write the code. Development team is still there. They will write the code, right? We write our configuration files, but that's not coding. That's a templates are there. We modify those templates and use them. Yes, if recordings are available for lifetime, right? You have recording access lifetime. After the class, everyday class recording will be available in your LMS, learning management system, which you can use. Go through the recording, do the hands-on, take up the quiz, complete the lab assignment before the next day. The labs were made easy with a detailed step-by-step process so that you can do your hands-on quickly. Schedule for a weekday is Monday to Friday, Rahul. Every day it is 6 to 7:30 a.m. Monday to Friday. But the first class, April 6th, starts from Sunday. That's Sunday, but Sunday to Friday first week, and then again Monday to Friday every other week. Sorry, I missed timing and duration of the class. Can you once again state the same? Sure, Rupal. The session time class, regular class starts from April 6th, 6 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. IST. Right? Every day, like 6th is a Sunday, class starts on Sunday, Sunday to Friday. And from next week, every Monday to Friday. Only first Sunday is we are having class. Next Sunday onwards, it will be Saturday and Sunday will be off. And again, I'm repeating the offer for the day. It's a VD 120 is the coupon, and you can click this and buy the course. If you purchase before I close the webinar, you will have this coupon offer available. As of now, 3 people purchased it, and whoever purchased it, please go here, log in and go to your My Learnings, and you should be accessing your LMS by now. The offer is for 5 candidates, like there was a space for 2 more. So please avail the offer if you are interested and serious about making a move into into DevOps. Whoever have purchased it, please log into the LMS and check your access. If you click this, you should see this LMS. The class recording for the day will be uploaded. You should be getting access to this page. Please check it. And this is the coupon code, and this is the Mr. Raj number if anyone can avail the offer. And if you need any resume help, resume preparation, you can reach out to us. We'll help you tailor-made resumes as well. Like you're an experienced person, how to showcase the same project into DevOps kind of help. We'll help you with that as well. Like how to explain the same project in terms of DevOps, we'll help you with that. You can reach out to us for that. By the time we complete the course, you should start marketing your resume and get started attending the interviews. Any more questions from anyone? And we'll be closing the course in a couple of minutes. If anyone want to avail the offer, please hurry up and ping Mr. Raj. And whoever registered will be moved to a separate private WhatsApp group for hands-on support. We'll create the group and share the group with you. That is for hands-on support. Whenever you are stuck up, if you are stuck up anywhere during the hands-on, you can post the screenshots and get it resolved and do the hands-on. Hands-on is a mandatory for DevOps. And like I have already shared one feedback, there's a very good feedback for these interview questions. Don't miss this interview questions. This will be really helpful when you're preparing for your interviews. Let's say you have got an interview schedule in a couple of days. You go through this, you are all set. You can see the feedbacks in our website as well about these interview questions and all. So don't miss this if you are very serious about making a move into DevOps. Here are the feedbacks, and the recent feedbacks also will be updated. These are the feedbacks from our students. How can I enroll the course? I just logged in. Rahul, you are seeing this page, right? This preetidevops.com. Go to preetidevops.com and the live classes. Here is the coupon code. You can click on this buy course and get enrolled for this. VD120. If you use this, you will be getting the course for 12,000 rupees. The offer is there as long as we are on this Zoom session. As people are enrolling it, we are helping online. So if you still have any questions, you can also ping Mr. Raj on this number. I'll share this link again, the straight link for this in the Zoom chat. Hope you got the link. So that's where you can go ahead and purchase. And also once you purchase, you all will be getting access to the previous class recordings, right? Here are those videos. You can also go through them before the course starts. Here are the demo videos of different classes. You can also go through them if you want and purchase it. This offer is a best offer we are providing only for today for the candidates who join the session. So avail the offer and make a move. Any more questions you have, you can let us know. And every day, along with the lab assignments, as you are doing the hands-on, right? Let's suppose you are doing the hands-on on Git. Complete the particular day quiz, which is very important. This is the quiz you have, day 1, day 2, day wise. Let's say if you go to day 2, this is the quiz relevant to the topics covered on day 2. That's how you master every day. Like there'll be a lot of questions. Can we complete this in 2 months? Is it possible? Yes, it is possible with a structured design. This is the design. Day wise, we have the schedule, micro schedule day wise with a complete design we have with all our experience, we have created this. So if you have this kind of perfect planning and design, yes, it is possible because you cannot just spend some months or years on learning DevOps, right? You should be getting, you should be mastering the tools as early as possible and you should know the right topics which you should master, right? So this is where this course content will help you. Any more questions you have? Any help for enrollment? Please let me know. I'm going to close the webinar in a couple of minutes. So please avail the offer if you are interested and serious about making a move. And there is also another best offer we have, like I forgot to mention, you can also retake the course if you want. Let's say you joined the April 6th batch, you completed the batch. Later on, if you want to rejoin the live classes also, it's possible within a 1 year. You can also re-attend another batch, another live training coming up. If you enroll for this course, you have that offer as well. So this is the best deal, I would say. So try to avail this offer and make benefit of it. Rahul, this offer VD 120, it's for 12,000 rupees. It's not on installments or part payments. If it is part payments, if you want the fees, 22,000 rupees, where you can go for installments. And by the way, here you can purchase with a credit card also. If you just go to the buy the course, you have that option as well. You may use credit card or different modes of payment is possible. But part payment is only for 22,000 rupees. And if you are looking for that, if you go with a credit card, you'll have a EMI offer, right? So that's how you can go with the part payments. You can check that. Choose the credit card and EMI option. That's how you can go for part payments. That's from your end, you can do that. Okay, there is a question. VED 120 is valid until last day to avail this code. Last date is like till I close the webinar. It's just a instant offer, which we are offering. Till I close the webinar, you will have this offer. May I know who is this? I don't see your name. I'm seeing it as anonymous attendee. You have this offer till I close the webinar. As people are purchasing, I'm staying online. So until I stay online, you have this offer. That's an instant offer we are providing for the candidates who join this intro session. And if you visit our YouTube, you have all the interview questions in the video format as well in the YouTube. You can also go through them. I think there is only one more slot. Like we are providing this offer for first 5 candidates. So please avail it quickly before we close the webinar. First 5 students, we are offering this. We are providing this offer. Okay. A question from Salik Khan. Hi, Salik. This side already attended your demo last week. Just one question. Since I joined again to this is going to be a Monday to Friday 7:30 a.m. batch. This will be 6 to 7:30 a.m. batch, Salik Khan. Every day it will be like batch starts from April 6th, right? From 6th it will be same time 6 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. Monday to Friday. But it will be starting on 6th, which is Sunday. But from then the course will be Monday to Friday, Every day 6 to 7:30. And we are running an offer today, like with a coupon code VD120. If you want to avail the offer, you can make a purchase. You'll be getting the course for 12,000 rupees. If you purchase it before this live ends. Any more questions? Any help you need? Let me know. Sure, Salik Khan. You can go to this website, preetidevops.com, and here you have the live classes. Once you go to the live class, you will see buy course here. Use this coupon VD120. You will get the course for 12,000 rupees. If you still have any questions or need any help, you can ping Mr. Raj on this WhatsApp number. Once payment is made, send the screenshot to him and share your email ID. You will get access to this LMS. Yes, you can go ahead with that coupon. You'll get, once you make a purchase, you'll get access to this LMS automatically as well. If you still need any help, you can reach out to Mr. Raj. Any more questions? Anyone? This is the best offer, best deal we are providing for today, who are serious to make a move into DevOps. This will help you learn and master DevOps. This is the best offer in the market. Any questions, please let me know. Okay, at the moment, I don't have my laptop handy, any alternative to proceed, as I cannot access the portal right away. I can make on the contact. Yes, sure, Salikan. You can make on the contact number also. Please ping this number. I'm giving the number on the Zoom chat. Just please ping Mr. Raj. I'm sharing his number in the Zoom chat. It is 888-6740-600. Ping him. He can provide you the number to make the UPI payment. This is the number 888-6740-600. 888-6740-600 is the number. He can provide you the number so that you can make the UPI payment. And there's a question from anonymous attendee. Sorry, I don't see your name. Please rename. Can you teach all real-time projects based on tools? Yes, all the real-time scenarios will be covered. I don't know your name, sorry. So all the real-time scenarios will be covered. Once you take up this course, you can clear your interviews very confidently. And also any scenarios, any projects you can work on your projects independently. That is the agenda. Yes, all the live scenarios will be covered. Yes, the GPay number is shared if you see in the Zoom chat. This is the GPay number. Hope you got the number, Salik Khan. I'm also sending you the number where you have to make the payment. Right. Thank you. Thank you. Once you make the payment through that particular UPI, like if you purchase from here, you get access automatically, right? But if you make to the UPI, we can provide you the access to the LMS. Please share your Gmail ID. Gmail ID and the screenshot of the payment to Mr. Raj so that we can provide you the LMS access. Whoever made payments through UPI, please share your email ID with Mr. Raj. He'll provide you the LMS access. Any more questions from anyone? So visit our YouTube as well, where you have the interview questions posted as shorts. Here only LMS access, no option for recording videos. Recording videos also you will get access. May I know your name? Please, your name, please, so that I can address you better. Once you purchase this course by clicking on this link, right, you will get the complete LMS access, including the recordings of the previous batch. If you need any help navigating through the LMS, please let me know. You can ping Mr. Raj as well. He can guide you where you can see those recording videos. Here is where, like, once you log in, you will go to My Learnings, right, and go to View Program. And this is where you will see this. Like you will see that this April batch, right? Today it's a day one video will be uploaded here. And then once the Git session starts, you will see all the rest of the videos added up here in this particular LMS. And the recordings also will be available of the previous classes. You can go to the home, self-paced videos. You should be seeing a previous recording as well. If you need any help navigating, please reach out to us. Thank you, Salik Khan. As you have made the completed your payment and the screenshot to Mr. Raj, we can provide you with the access in few minutes. We have your email ID. We are providing the access with you. In a couple of minutes, you will get the access. Videos will be on the LMS. You can watch the recordings on the LMS. Okay, Shavaji Pandey. Hi, Shavaji. So videos will be available on the LMS. You need internet connection for it. They are not available for download, but you will be having access for lifetime. Fine, Salik Khan. As you have provided the email ID and you made the payment through UPI, we will provide you the LMS access. Okay, in couple of minutes, your email ID, once you log in, you will get the access to your LMS.
Hi Preeti.
Hi, Surendra.
Just now my payment was done and send a screenshot to Raj.
Okay. Yeah, you'll be getting access. You already got access, right? Or have you made the payment through UPI or through the portal?
Through UPI phone pay.
Okay, through UPI, then he will provide you the access in couple of minutes. You should be having access to your LMS.
Okay.
If you directly make up from this link, like already your email ID will be logged in and you'll have access. Otherwise, if you have made through UPI, yes, we will provide the access manually. So in couple of minutes, you should have the access. Hi, Pandey. If you still have any questions, you can ping us on this WhatsApp number or call us on this number. We can help you with the guidance or help to navigate the LMS. So I think yeah, we have completed the 5 registrations where we are providing the offer, and I'm closing the webinar. And thank you all for whoever purchased this and registered for the course, and whoever still want to enroll for the course. You still have the early bird offer of 15,000 rupees after this webinar. You can avail this offer as well, and everyone will get the LMS access. Please be in touch on the WhatsApp number. In couple of minutes, everyone should have the LMS access. And thank you all. Thank you all for enrolling the course, and see you all on 6th February, 6th April for the regular classes. And thank you all once again for joining on your Sunday. Good day. Bye, everyone.